Have you ever noticed that your radiator feels hot and toasty at the bottom, but when you touch the top, it's surprisingly cold? This is a common issue in many UK homes, especially as the weather gets chillier and we rely more on our heating systems. That cold spot at the top isn't just your imagination. It's a real problem that can make your room feel less comfortable and your heating less effective. The good news is, it's usually not a sign of a broken radiator. What you're dealing with is trapped air inside the radiator, which is a very common and fixable issue. Here's what happens. As your heating system runs, air can get into the pipes and rise to the top of the radiator. This air pocket blocks the flow of hot water, so the top stays cold while the bottom heats up as normal. The solution is simple: bleeding the radiator. This means letting out the trapped air so hot water can circulate all the way to the top. Bleeding your radiator is a quick and easy DIY job. It only takes a few minutes, but it can make a big difference in how warm your home feels and even help lower your energy bills. All you need to do is use a radiator bleed key to gently open the valve and release the trapped air. You'll hear a hissing sound as the air escapes. Once water starts to come out, you know the air is gone. This simple step boosts your radiator's efficiency, helps your heating system work better, and ensures your home stays warm and cozy all winter long. You don't need to call a plumber. Just grab a couple of basic tools like a bleed key and a towel, and you're ready to go. In this video, we'll walk you through the radiator bleeding process step by step, so you can do it safely and confidently. Ready to get your radiator working like new again? Let's get started and bring the warmth back to your home. Before you begin, it's important to gather all the tools you'll need for bleeding your radiator. You'll want a radiator key, an old cloth or towel, a small container or jug to catch any water, and a pair of gloves to protect your hands. Having everything ready before you start will make the process much smoother and help you avoid any unnecessary mess or delays. The radiator key is specially designed to fit the bleed valve perfectly. Don't be tempted to use pliers or a screwdriver, as these can easily damage the valve and make the job much harder in the long run. If you don't already have a radiator key, don't worry, you can pick one up at any local hardware store for just a couple of pounds, and they're usually found in the plumbing section. It's a small investment that will last for years. The old cloth or towel is there to protect your wall and floor from any splashes or drips, while the container is used to collect any water that escapes when you open the valve. This simple setup helps keep your home clean and dry. Wearing gloves is a good idea, as radiator water can be dirty and sometimes a bit rusty. Gloves will keep your hands clean and make the whole process more comfortable. That's all you need. No fancy equipment or special tools required. Just these basic items will do the trick. With your kit prepared and everything within reach, you're set for a quick, efficient, and mess-free radiator bleed. Taking a few minutes to get organized now will save you time and hassle later. Remember, good preparation is the secret to a smooth and successful DIY fix. Double-check that you have everything before you start. Now that your kit is ready, let's move on to the main event and start bleeding your radiator. First, turn off your central heating and let the radiators cool completely. Safety first. Identify which radiators are cold at the top. Place your cloth under the bleed valve and hold your container underneath. Fit the radiator key onto the valve and slowly turn it anti-clockwise. You'll hear a hiss as air escapes. Perfect, that's what you want. Once water starts to trickle out, close the valve by turning the key clockwise. Don't over-tighten, just make it snug. Repeat for any other radiators with cold spots. This simple process restores full heat and keeps your system running efficiently. Quick, easy, and satisfying. Now, let's check your boiler.
Know you've been a good friend.
After you've finished bleeding your radiators, it's crucial to check your boiler's pressure gauge. This small dial is usually found on the front of your boiler, and it should be sitting comfortably in the green zone, typically between 1 and 1.5 bar. If the needle is below this range, your heating system won't work efficiently, and you might even risk damaging your boiler over time. If you notice the pressure is too low, don't worry. You'll need to top up the pressure, which is a simple process. Just refer to your boiler's manual for step-by-step instructions specific to your model. Most manuals have clear diagrams and safety tips, so take a moment to read them before you begin. There are a few common mistakes people make during this process. One is opening the bleed valve too far, which can cause water to gush out unexpectedly and make a mess. Another mistake is turning the heating on while you're still bleeding the radiators, which can push hot water out and increase the risk of burns. Over-tightening the valve is also a problem. It can damage the valve and make it difficult to open next time. Always turn the valve slowly and only open it enough to let the trapped air escape. You'll hear a hissing sound as the air comes out. Once water starts to flow steadily, close the valve right away. Never attempt to bleed a hot radiator. Wait until it's completely cool to the touch before starting. This simple precaution helps you avoid painful burns and keeps the process safe. When closing the valve, don't force it. A gentle twist is all you need to create a proper seal and prevent leaks. Once you've checked the pressure and finished bleeding all your radiators, it's time to turn your heating back on. Give your system a few minutes to warm up. Now, feel the top and bottom of each radiator. They should be evenly warmed from top to bottom, with no cold spots. This means you've successfully removed all the trapped air. Performing these simple checks regularly can help you avoid bigger, more expensive problems down the line. It's a small effort that pays off in comfort and peace of mind. Congratulations, you've done the hard part. Your home is now ready for cozy, efficient heating all season long. That's it. Your radiator is now working as it should. You've saved money, improved your heating, and picked up a valuable DIY skill. For more DIY skills, look out for our practical home skills guidebooks and videos for more home DIY tips and tricks. Bleeding radiators boosts efficiency and lowers energy bills. If another radiator feels cold at the top, you know exactly what to do. Small fixes like this build your confidence for bigger DIY projects. Look around. Maybe there's a squeaky hinge or a dripping tap you can tackle next. Keep learning, keep fixing, and take pride in your home. Well done. You're on your way to becoming a DIY pro. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.